Will Reichert has it all teed up. And we're off from MetLife. Here's a return from the 7. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tracy. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. That tackle made by Blake Cashman. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. From the 34. He puts everything behind this one. His first throw is an interception. And the Vikings are off to a great start defensively. They force a turnover on the opening possession. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They give it to him again. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
Hey, I know 3rd and 1 feels like an automatic running down, but after seeing that last play yield you nothing, this offense and that coordinator's got a seed of doubt. This defense playing some mind games with them.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Vikings getting their punt team out. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
They send a man in motion. On 2nd and 7. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe, maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Backed up now after the penalty. It's 3rd down. From his own end zone on 3rd and long. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Rookie quarterback Brock threw it away their last drive. It seemed like he might have been trying to do too much to make up for that mistake, and instead things snowball.
Yeah, these are the valuable lessons you have to learn from. You cannot be a mistake repeater. But being a rookie quarterback at Ask Peyton, he threw 28 of them his rookie year. Sometimes you just learn on the job, but you cannot repeat those kind of mistakes.
That one right down the middle. And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Right here. Let's go.
Back to the air following the pick six. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Troy Anderson that time with the tackle.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here's 2nd and 5. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Vikings take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. That was Kayvon Thibodeau there to wrap him up. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. On play action now, McCarthy. Looking to his fullback now. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Motion man right is Jefferson. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Able to find Hawkinson. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down. Back to the air, McCarthy. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator. 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Has the connection to Hawkinson. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. But now all eyes going to turn to those officials. We got to see if this flag is going to take it away. Reichert on for the point after. And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season. But for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. Returnable from the 1. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Tracking 60. Set. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Go.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He throws a bullet. Big gain downfield. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Play action on 1st down. He's looking deep once again. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, oh, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Down the sideline inside the 30. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Ready? Ready.
2nd quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Giants.
Let's go.
Running back, motioning right. They'll run it with Devin Singletary. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and now they'll face 3rd and 11.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
Ready? 19 Lions.
Third and long for him here. And they will score. Touchdown, New York. The Giants make it a one-score game in the 1st half. They'll set up here for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal.
Sending a receiver left. Here's a give up the middle. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Brought down by Julian Blackman. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
He'll get this to Jefferson. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the first. New set of downs for him from the 46. They'll run here on 1st down. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants' side of the field. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Back to the well again. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll motion Jefferson left. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Putting the tight end in motion. McCarthy trying again on 2nd down. Escapes the pocket. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
That one's caught along the left sideline. And he's out of bounds just inside the red zone. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Running it now out of the gun. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Another carry for him. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Second and goal, he's headed right on the option. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. 60 Tight end in motion right. First throw for the backup now. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings go up by 12. It's a T.J. Hockenson touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. He's going to field this at the 2. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Chop 60, chop 60. Ready.
They'll come out throwing. He puts some power on a deep one left. They connect on the deep shot. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants make it a one-score game in the first half. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. To the line we go. They're set. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Giants will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
They'll throw on 1st. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here. Trying again following the sack. He's on the move.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day, but he's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the 1st down.
Okay, ready.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
7 Pirates. Come on. Set. Ready.
Here's a throw. Hyatt with the grab. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. He'll throw it. Pass is caught at the 9. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants tie it in the final minute of the half. Now the 2nd time we've had the privilege of calling a touchdown pass to him in this opening half, Brock, and you're starting to get the feeling that he isn't done yet.
Well, but defensively, Kate, you got to do something different. It's kind of like a pitcher who gives up a home run and then a 2nd home run to that same guy. You are not going to give him a pitch to hit, and this defense has got to start taking this receiver away.
The extra point is up, and it is good. And they'll take the lead. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Ty Chandler to return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Devon Holland comes up with it. And the Giants get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Throwing now on first down. Catch is made down the right sideline. A big completion for the rookie out of Colorado. It gets his guys a first.
60 Bobcat. Set.
Now looking to throw. Quick slant complete. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Oh, nearly got to the end zone there. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
He finds him right side. And in, touchdown, New York. They'll try this extra point. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. A final throw before the break. Into the hands of Jefferson, complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Dropping back to throw. Pass is caught by Addison. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 41. Running back sent in motion left. Throwing now from the gun. Hits his running back. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. They gain 14 on the play. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down. They'll motion Jefferson left. 1st down from the red zone. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Minnesota. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
He's throwing for it. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Colson Adibo's got it.
Those defenders, they're just as excited as the fans when the offense signals they're going for 2. It's a chance to directly keep points off the board and really show some of that swagger that good defenses have.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Offense in the hurry up here. To the air now on 1st and 10. He's throwing deep to the left side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Man in motion here. 2nd and 10 now. This is complete to Neighbors. Touchdown, New York! The Giants push their lead further to start the half. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Now, I'd say some frustrations at the deficit bleeding over onto the field as they get rung up for the personal foul.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Frustration and emotion, right? You got to play with emotion, but you can't let emotion play you. And especially when you're digging out of a hole like they are.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's the handoff. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Hutchinson reels it in. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Has him on the quick hitter. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. That was Kayvon Thibodeau there to wrap him up. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From midfield now. He's trying to push the field. Brought in inside the 20. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They've got a man in motion. Working inside the red zone. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
So now after his 2nd missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. Brings in the kick at the 9. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Mustang 19. Track 60. Hut, hut.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
He'll throw again on 2nd down. Complete to Hyatt. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
19 tight. Go.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
19 Lion. Ready.
Throwing now off play action. He's trying to go deep again. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Set. Hut.
Pass play coming here. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
And that's well into the end zone, so a missed chance to stick them near the goal line. Instead, they're going to have the ball at the 20. Here's a handoff up the gut. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. First down, ball at the 36. Back to throw. They left him wide open. It's complete. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings take a lead just before the end of the third. Jordan Addison the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. They're out and set. First and 10. Fakes the handoff. Now to throw. He fires one deep down the right sideline. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's second down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. A give to Tracy up the middle. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. That tackle made by Blake Cashman.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Giants football. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Pass play on first and 10. Connects with Johnson. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Here we go. Set go.
To throw it on first down. Forced out to his right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Let's go now.
On the handoff, this is Tracy. And he's going to take this only to about the 31.
Let's go.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Tiger, 19, Tiger.
To the air, third and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And they're up against it. Fourth down coming up. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What a play to beat the defense on 4th down. It's 23 yards and a first. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And that's a New York touchdown. Missed to go up by a field goal here in the 4th. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants push their lead to 3. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Play action on 1st down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing it. We'll get this to Jefferson. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. A type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Looking for a throw here. Short pass brought in. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
shotgun. They'll give it to him inside. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Able to find Hawkinson. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
And the Giants going nickel, third down coming. Looking to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's brought down for a loss.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
A lot of pressure on this kick for Will Reichert. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. He makes the grab. And they make the tackle, but the fake works. They've got a new set of downs.
Everybody needs a good emergency quarterback, and I think this team just found their man. Seems like a call they had confidence in, no question about it. And what a perfect moment to call it.
First carry here for Aaron Jones. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Humble 5-6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Now Jonathan Gannon going to decide to call a timeout with that play clock running low. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Setting up to pass. He rolls to his right. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, we're so often in today's game looking for this, that escapability, and I love that. Get out of harm's way. Now you just got to find a way to make the connection on the other end.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. And this is another incompletion. Trying to find his tight end. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
You know, he might complete 99 out of 100 of those short, simple routes to the tight ends. Even the shortest and simplest of throws, well, it's due to end up in a drop at some point.
Backfield is empty as they motion him outright. Had to force it on 4th, and it's intercepted. Cosenadivo's got it. And the Giants make the play that should win them this game.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Let's go.
A handoff to Tracy. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Minnesota spends its 2nd timeout here. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Tough one to retain through that hit. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
He'll look to throw it. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So here at MetLife, it's the G-Men who come...